Hey everybody, Kyrie091 hanging out with you today. And let me tell you what I'm doing. I just did a little bit of terraforming for the Buildcraft room I'm going to build over here. Kind of flatten out this little plot of land. That should be enough room for it. We don't need a lot of room for what I'm doing. Thermal expansion. Used to be Buildcraft back in the day. And I realized I never mentioned much about this. This is a volcano, obviously. It's added by Project Red, but the coolest thing about the volcano is that you can get this stuff here called basalt. And when you mine it, you get basalt cobblestone. Well, you can turn the basalt cobblestone into basalt smooth stone and then make basalt bricks out of it, which look pretty cool. So I'm going to mine a bit of basalt. I don't want to tear up this cool looking volcano, so I don't want to mine too much here. Plus, I don't want lava to come pouring on my head. So I'm just going to mine a bit of this stuff to maybe use for a floor or something like that. I'm not sure what I want to do with it. And the other thing I wanted to show you real quick is I have a use for cotton. There's something I need to do with cotton. Remember earlier I mentioned that I didn't want to turn the cotton into anything yet because I wasn't sure what I needed from it? Well, I need some string. And there's that string I was talking about. Let me put some of this stuff away. I was just trying to move all my Tinker's Construct stuff up here, and then I kind of got caught up working on this. So let's put away the basalt cobblestone. I'll come back for you in a minute. And I need some sticks. I need a couple of planks will work. So we'll make we'll make some sticks, and then we just put 2 sticks and some string. Well, I guess I had it facing the wrong way, but okay. How does it go? Oh, you know what? I think they have to be vanilla sticks. I don't think you can use these Natura sticks. That's alright. We'll get some oak planks. Oh, come on now. Alright, so 2 sticks and string, and you get the extra utilities paintbrush. So what's this paintbrush all about? Well, I'll show you real quick. Let's grab a little bit of smooth stone, and I'm going to put this cotton back away here. Geez, my inventory is way too full. Anywho, let's see. We'll use some flour here. Because, yeah. And you know what? Let's not use flowers. Let's use something a little more renewable. I'm going to cook up this cactus real quick. I'll be right back with you. I don't think I mentioned the iron furnace from Industrial Craft 2 at all. It's basically the same as a vanilla furnace. It requires a few iron plates to make it, but it cooks a little bit faster, and it's just a little bit better in general to use. Cooks a little faster. I think it's more efficient on your fuel. And also, with Industrial Craft 2 machines, like the bat box and the generator, you got to move them using the wrench. If you need to... Well, we'll get into that. Just if you need to pick them up, you got to use an Industrial Craft 2 wrench. If you break them with a pick, you'll destroy the machine and you won't get it back. You'll get a similar item, but you won't get the machine that you were supposed to get. So with Industrial Craft 2 stuff like the bat box and generator, you got to use a wrench to pick them up. Don't believe you have to use a wrench to pick up the iron furnace. I think you can just pick that up with a pickaxe. So, here's what you can do with the paintbrush from Extra Utilities. You can put some... any colored dye you want in the middle. I'm using cactus green, but you could use whatever you had. Red dye, cyan dye, whatever. And then you put the paintbrush underneath it, and you get green colored blocks. And we place these in the world, and you can see they're kind of cool looking. So anyway, I'm going to use something like this to make this thermal expansion room, I think. So I'm going to get started on that. I'll be back in just a little bit. Alright, so, I know I said I was going to show you what we can do with this gelatinous slime once we had enough of them to do something, and I guess that time has come. So, let me grab this smooth basalt out of here. Here's what you can do with gelatinous slime. Let's see if this still works. I haven't tried it in a while. Put 4 of them, and then you put a dirt and a sand underneath, and you get slimy mud. You take the slimy mud over to any furnace, any way of cooking things, and you can smelt it up. And when you do, you get a slime crystal. Let's put the basalt back in here and get that cooking. I moved my smeltery up here, as you can see. So, if we take a look in the part builder, and we put the slime crystal, you can see that blue slime has a pretty significant base durability, but a really low mining speed. So it's not great as like to make the head of your tool out of, but the handle modifier is 2.0. So if we were to use, I wonder if we can use basalt. No, I didn't think so. If we were to use cobblestone, which has a really low base durability, we could double the base durability of the cobble just by using a slime crystal to make the handle. So slime crystals, you can make them out of green slime too, but I don't think they're as good. I'm not totally sure on that. However, I do know that slime is either blue or green. It's just a really good way to make the handle of your Tinkerer's Construct tools. And once I get around to making a really good Tinkerer's Construct pickaxe, I will probably use slime. In fact, I may even use that slime crystal I just made there. The basalt that I mined, that I am now cooking into smooth basalt, you can make into basalt bricks, just like how you do with vanilla cobblestone. And the basalt bricks we are getting, as you can see, look pretty cool. They look a lot like the seared bricks on the smeltery. I assure you they are not seared bricks from the smeltery. Those are a little bit more work to produce than this. So, this building is coming along nicely here. And I'll be right back with you once I'm done building it. Alright? Alright, so taking a look in my blocks chest here, you can see I'm kind of running out of space. Well, we can do something about that. We're going to grab some gold, we're going to grab some iron, and then we're going to come over to our crafting station here. We're going to put one iron ingot in the middle, and we are going to surround it with gold ingots. Is that expensive? Yeah, kinda. It does require 8 gold to make it. But we now have an iron to gold chest upgrade. So you can see the capacity on this chest is just about full. Well, let's slap this on there and see what happens. Boom, the chest turns gold, and we got a whole lot more space now. So, using some of the Project Red, well, is this Project Red? Nope, Forge Microblocks, I'm sorry. The Forge Microblocks strips here. I'm going to decorate this building up a little bit here. And you can see how cool that looks. I already trimmed around the door there. Now see, you can even make these little nooks. You can see there's a little corner there that's not filled in. You can make those little nooks to fill in the corners. So as you can see, that actually protrudes off of the building. And I don't know, I just think you can even stand on it. I just think it looks really cool. So, I'm going to run that all the way around the building here. I'm probably going to have to cut a few more because it looks like I am not going to have enough. But that's alright. Because when you make them, here, let me show you. Got the covers here, and all you do is, where's my saw? Where'd my saw go? I put it, son of a biscuit. I probably did with my saw what I just did with the covers there. Probably did that. Let's go inside and see if I did that. Yes, I did. Okay, now I got my saw back. So if we put it right by the covers there, we get these strips. So now we got plenty of those strips. I'm going to finish decorating this building, and I'll be right back. Alright, now before we place all of our thermal expansion stuff back, I'm going to upgrade these leadstone energy conduits that carry the engine from the energy from the dynamos to the machines. I'm going to upgrade them to hardened energy conduits, and you do that by, let's look at the recipe. 3 leadstone energy conduits plus 3 redstone plus 1 invar ingot gives you 3 hardened energy conduit. And that's what we got here. So let's go ahead and do that. Boom. Alright. We're also going to upgrade the leadstone energy cell. Let's look up, well, let's see. I don't remember the recipe for this. But, let's see. There it is. Well, that's easy enough. We'll just put this right in the middle. And we'll surround it with some invar ingots. And there it is. Hardened energy cell. I'm going to go set this stuff up. I'll be back. Okay, a couple of things. First, I made this pretty cool looking water trough thing. I like it. I think it looks cool. I made it using the Microblocks here. And you can see it's just a regular old infinite water source, but I think it looks neater than a hole in the ground. And then inside of this room, I'm going to put my machines right here. You're probably wondering why I got that big space in the wall there. Well, I'm going to use Microblocks to fill in the back here, the little covers, so you won't even see that. Let's see, what else am I going to do? Oh, and this is the cool part right here. So, This will be where the pulverizer will go in the middle and the furnaces on either side. The furnaces will output the pulverized and smelted ingots down this way, and they will go underground, and they will land in this chest right here, which is inside my main house, which is for all my stuff. So everything that I drop into this machine line out here will make its way into my house. Got the energy cell right here. I'm going to put the... what am I going to put? The dynamos over on this, up against this wall. I could make a fourth one. I don't really need it right now because 3 is working just fine. But if I did need a fourth, I have room for 4. And if I want to, I can dig this way and just put as many as I want over there. But that leaves me with a question of how the heck do I get from this floor up to that floor? Well, I guess that's pretty easy. I do have a jetpack. But I'd like to do something a little bit more interesting. I'll be right back with you, and I'll show you what that is. So in killing various Endermen, I happen to come on 2 Ender Pearls. What am I going to do with Ender Pearls? Well, apparently not a whole heck of a lot, because I need some more wool. Alright, I'll be right back with you. There's some sheep nearby, and I'm going to go shear them. Found a few witchwood trees while I was out here shearing sheep, and I'm going to collect some of this witchwood, and I will show you what we're going to do with that. This is from Ars Magica 2. And we're going to use it to make a crafting altar that I keep talking about making but never seem to get around to making. Ooh, there's some sheep I can shear. And there's a black one. And I want those roses too. So we're going to need a fair... ooh, look at this. Tarma root. Also some Ars Magica 2 stuff. Stuff that we will need. So, anyway, I'm going to gather some of that witchwood and then I'll see you over at the base. I'm really not even that far from the base. I think you can probably see it if I fly up a little bit. Well, you can't because my render distance is turned down kind of low. Anyway, what is this? Hey, marble. This is also added by Project Red. And marble looks pretty cool. You can do a lot with it. You can make stairs and whatnot. It complements basalt really well. I'm glad I know there's marble nearby, because I'll definitely make use of that. Alrighty, I'll see you back at the base. Back at the base, we've got our wool. We'll put it like this. And we'll put these ender pearls in the middle, and we get the elevator added by open blocks. You gotta make at least 2 of these, because there's nowhere for you to elevate to if you only have 1. So, here's how they work. We will go down here into our basement, and let's place 1 elevator right here in the corner. And let's place 1 up on the top floor. So if we stand on it, it teleports us up to the top floor. We stand over it and push shift, sends us down to the bottom floor, just like that. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, you got a jetpack on. Why do you care about that? I don't know. It's just pretty cool. Plus, if I build another lower level basement, you could even have an elevator under that and just keep going down even further. I kind of feel like that was a waste of ender pearls because I only had a couple of them. But I'll get more. I'll go enderman hunting in between episodes, and hopefully the next time you guys watch, I will have a whole pile of ender pearls. But that's probably not going to happen. I mean, I will go enderman hunting, but like, I don't know. It is not. They don't even drop them that much. Oh, I know what I'll do. Well, first I want to drop off all this stuff I brought back here. Grass. Tarma root. Okay, I'll be right back with you once I clear out my inventory here. So just to go over the piping system real quick, we got some golden transport pipes that we're going to use. Let's head over here and start placing these machines. We need to get a pressure plate there. So we'll put the furnaces on either side here. And we are going to go underneath and start placing the pipes. Now I realize we don't need iron pipes in the middle, and I'll show you why. We'll put an iron pipe underneath each machine. I don't think you actually need iron pipes at all, because I don't think thermal expansion machines will accept stuff into places where that stuff shouldn't be. But I'm going to go ahead and use iron pipes just because that's what I'm used to doing for this. Plus it kind of demonstrates for you what they're all about. Alright, so we want the stuff to only flow that direction. I think that's right. I think that it will... Do I have anything with me I can throw in here real quick? we're going to set the configuration so that it outputs out the bottom and inputs on the side. Put an input on top too for other stuff. Let's throw some cobble in here and see what happens. So it's going to cook up our cobble, and let's see what happens when it tries to output it on the bottom. Well, there it goes. And it's just going to make its way. Okay, that's perfect. Well, it's just going to bounce around in there because it has nowhere to go. Okay. And it just spit it on the ground for us. That's okay. If you leave a pipe without a destination, that's what'll happen. It'll just drop the item onto the ground. So, I don't think you need to run your whole piping system like this with gold pipes. I think gold speeds up the item, and then you could switch to maybe stone transport or cobblestone transport or something. I'm using gold because I'm kind of used to it. I don't know, I feel kind of dumb now. I probably could have saved a couple gold ingots by not doing that, but whatever, it's done. Okay, well, let's set the configuration on this bad boy to be you receive stuff from that side and you output to the bottom. And then we're going to put the pulverizer right... That's not the pulverizer. We're going to put the pulverizer right in the middle. And these ones don't need... The induction smelter doesn't need to be on the little piping system there because I'll be taking care of that stuff manually. The pulverizer, again, we're going to set the input on the top and the outputs to either side. So, we'll feed stuff into the top of the pulverizer. It'll be sent into either furnace, and the furnaces will output down this way, and it'll all wind up in that chest inside. How about that? Okay, so there's that. Alright, and let's go down here. Okay, I'll be right back with you, and I think we're just about done for the day, but I'll be right back with you before we wrap up. And if we take the rubber bars that we were using earlier to insulate wires and whatnot, and we smelt them down again, we get raw plastic. If we take some raw plastic and we put it just like that, we get plastic sheets. I end up with all this junk in my inventory. So, put this stuff in there. So then, let's take the plastic sheets and put them like so. Not like that. Well, I meant to put them like this. And then put redstone across the middle. And we get red net cable, added by Mine Factory Reloaded. What can we do with red net cable? Well, I can't wait to find out. Let's go do something. We want to be able to control our engines, because remember the engines are we want them configured. I think they are configured. No, we want them on high. We want them to only work when they're getting a redstone signal. So, right now that's how we got them set up. Let's go ahead and give them all some coal. Okay, they all have coal, so as soon as we apply a redstone signal, as you can see, they turn on. Let's make it such that we can apply that redstone signal without coming down here. Alright, let's go back upstairs and take a look at how we want to do this. Maybe we'll put it right there. Alright, that looks good. So we'll put this right here too. Alright, we got a redstone lamp here. You know all about those, so we'll put the redstone lamp right there. And then we'll run red net cable all the way. And if a red net cable connects to something and you don't want it to, like how it's trying to connect to this pipe here, you can just right click the cable a couple of times and switch it to cable only connection mode. There, now it's not going to try to do that nonsense no more. But we want it to connect to the redstone lamp, and it did. And we want to put it right coming from under the lamp. There we go. We want to put some right there. And we'll place a lever on top of it. And as you can see, when we turn the lever on, the lamp comes on. So, we can see now the machines are on. Send a redstone signal from the lever up there all the way down this cable. I don't like the way that looks. Let's fix this. To cable only connection mode. The cool thing about red net cable, see that little white band right there? You can switch that to different colors. And then I could switch the one underneath the lever to different colors so that only things with a purple color on it will be affected by this redstone signal. So, oops. There. So you see these engines have the white color. So they're not getting this redstone signal that's sent by this lever up here, because that lever is purple. Only this one is. But goodness gracious. But we want it to be white, so we'll set them all. What's going on here? There. Okay. We want it all to be white since that's the easiest one to work with. So we'll switch this one back to white, and the engines all come back. The dynamos, I'm sorry, all come back on. The reason I put the redstone lamp here is to let me know when I've left the dynamos running when I don't need them. So let's say I walk in here, and I see that the engine, the hardened energy cell is full. It's not right now, but let's pretend it was, and I don't need it on anymore. Well, then I can turn the engines on or off right here without going downstairs. I will still have to go down there for now if I need to put coal in them. There's a blue slime on my roof. I saw the liquid there from him. Alright, come here, you. Anyways, I will still have to go down there to put coal in them, but at least I can turn the cell on without messing with it. So, there we go. We should be all set here. Let's turn off all the configurations on this bad boy. Alright. Leaving room for a few other machines here, as you can see. And I can even put one more over here at the end. You know, I think that about does it for this episode. But, let me tell you this about next episode. Where is it? I got the stuff to make the crafting altar now. The witchwood is what we're going to use. You can use a lot of different things. You can use sandstone or cobble. You can even use cobblestone, but it's not very good. Witchwood is a good thing to make your crafting altar out of. And I'll show you why next time. So thank you so much for watching this episode. I'm sorry we didn't get the crafting altar built. I certainly hope we get it done on the next one. But everything else up here is kind of coming along. We're getting a little bit of a base going on up here. You know, we still have our farm and whatnot down there, and like I said, I don't think I'm going to move that up here. I think I'll leave it down there. Eventually, we'll do some more sophisticated farming than that. But as long as it's just a basic farm like that, I'll probably just leave it down there. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you'll check out next time when we finally get that stupid crafting altar built. All right. Yeah.